The big game is fast approaching, but wait, you still haven't got your tickets. You've spent hours searching, but you're still confused about ticket prices. Time to stop searching. Visit ticketcompare.com. We compare ticket prices for all the popular leagues and tournaments for you. We work only with the most trustworthy sites, so you can have peace of mind when buying your tickets. Compare prices, buy tickets, get to the game. Ticketcompare.com. Buying tickets made simple.
Not the warmest here.
Welcome to the set.
Told me it was tropical down here as well.
Everyone ready? Right, kick off broadcast section with
Afternoon, David. Could I have some injury news to start, please?
Looking much better. We've had a whole host of players back training for a few days. Not fully training, and I would say in some cases not fully fit either. But good to get them back.
Hernandez?
Back training, yeah. He's one of the ones back training, yeah.
I went to the Man City game last Sunday. I thought the team looked really well drilled, organised against probably the best team in the country right now. Is it starting to look more like a David Moyes team from where you're sitting?
Well, it's early days yet, so I don't want to get too carried away. But I've got to say the players have been really good. They've tried to take on board everything we've asked of them. They're doing the work, and as I said right from the start, they'll have to do the work if they want to play. And hopefully they're all doing that. And in things we hope will improve. It'll also improve with getting a few players back from injury as well.
The goalkeeper Adrian gave a strong performance as well. Can we assume that he'll retain his starting spot against Chelsea?
Well, I wouldn't give the team out because I wouldn't be here to help Chelsea. So I'll keep my team till tomorrow, and I've got my own decision in my own mind, but I'll wait till tomorrow before I announce it.
Are you a manager who has that discussion with the players, or do you expect them to just abide by the decision you make?
Well, I would always try and speak to the players. There's some occasions you should speak to them, and there's other occasions, well, there's no need to.
What role do you see for your captain, Mark Noble, going forward? He was on the bench for a couple of games. He didn't travel to Man City. I think he played your first game at Watford. But you want your captain on your pitch. Do you have a decision to make as regards to captaincy going forward?
Well, I think what we've got is we've got a decision to make in who plays all the time, because we want the players to perform and show what they can do. Mark's really influential. He's great around the dressing room. He's great around the club. But he's not guaranteed, just like there's nobody guaranteed. We have to find a way of winning. I want to get players who are going to help me win, and I'm going to pick the players who are in form. So the players who I believe are in form.
How much encouragement did you take from that performance at City? Because a lot of teams have gone there and been taking some real thrashings this season, haven't they?
Yeah, I think we played well at Manchester City. I think we were good without the ball, and I think when we got the ball we were okay. I'd like us to be much better when we get the ball as well. But hopefully that in time we can work towards that. But ultimately, we have to try and stop conceding goals. We've done it with a little bit of a patched up defence last week. So I hope that when we get some of the other players and some more of the senior players back, it'll give us an even better chance.
As a club, it's no wins in 8 though in the league. Are you still confident that you have enough within the squad to not be drawn seriously into relegation trouble?
I'm very confident that we've got a good squad and a good group of players. We have to make sure that we win the games though. So what you said is, we having good performances is, I think, tends to lead to good results. But ultimately, we need to get some results.
And you said from day one that you want your senior players, your better players, to really step up. Have you seen enough signs that they're doing that for you? Yeah,
I think they know what's at stake, and I think they know now that we'll give them every opportunity, but they have to show us when they get the chance. If not, then we'll play other people.
What have you made of Chelsea this season? I mean, they've been in quite good form. They've been consistent, yet they're so far off the pace because of the standards being set by City.
Well, look, I'm not an expert in Chelsea, but I think that how they played last year was fantastic. I think they've got numerous good players. I think maybe just a slow start to the season might have just caught them out a little bit. I think Manchester City have been so strong from day one, but I think that Chelsea on their day are a match for any team in the Premier League, and they proved it last year, and I think they're probably doing it a bit more now as well.
Just more generally, finally for me, you obviously got connections with both the derbies that are happening on Sunday, the weekend, Manchester and Merseyside. How do you see both games going?
They're really hard to call, the derbies. I think the Manchester derby, I think's at the moment arguably the two best teams playing against each other. It might favour Manchester United being at Old Trafford because of the home advantage, big crowd. But Manchester City, you know, are very good wherever they've been this season. I think at Everton it was always difficult going to Anfield. It was always a difficult game. Over the years we played against some great Liverpool teams, and you know, by the end of our time we'd managed to finish above Liverpool the last 2 years in a row. So I've got to say, from where I've been, I want Everton to win. I'd like Manchester United to win.
Faye?
I spoke to Declan Rice this morning, David, and he was very complimentary about you bringing him in to the squad, giving him an opportunity. How impressed did you think?
I thought Declan done really well last week, but I thought that I spoke to him. I thought just the second goal, and it's the level of concentration for young centre-halves nowadays. I think it's become probably more difficult than even playing a young goalkeeper or a young centre-forward, because of the quality of the centre-forwards in the Premier League means that you're up against, I mean, if you're 18-year-old and you're up against Aguero last week and then Jesus at half-time, it's some task for a young centre-half. So I actually said to him that a good sign is when you're not noticed that much as a centre-half, because it means you're doing a pretty good job. It's when you start getting noticed too much, and I thought that I was questioning should he have done better at the second goal, and he knows he should have, and we do as well.
Yeah, he said that to me as well, but how important is it bringing through the youth? You talked about saying to the senior players that they need to step up and prove themselves. Is it good to, you know, that you've got a decent academy there to
No, I think Declan's the one at the moment who's looking as if he could force his way into the first team. Unfortunately, he's had flu all week this week. He's been off for about 3 days, you probably know, with flu, so that just makes Declan a little bit of a doubt. He's done a bit of training today, but overall, I've got to say his performance last week, was good.
The home game, the home fans really got behind you for the Leicester match. How important is it to have them on all cylinders tomorrow?
I think they'll get behind the team. I think that's what West Ham supporters do. I wouldn't expect anything else, and actually I think the position we're in, they know how much we need them. We'll try and do everything we can to give them something to shout about, but I also hope that they understand the realistic challenge we've got against a team such as Chelsea as well.
Yeah, Chelsea on Saturday, Arsenal then on Wednesday, but then you've got a run of fixtures that looks like you could start, perhaps turning it around by the start of the year.
I think that's why I'm hoping that the players who've returned to training, I can get them closer to maximum fitness in the coming weeks, because of what's coming up in the after that. I think really after the Chelsea game we go into an incredibly hectic schedule, which everybody's got as well, not just us. So that's when you do need your players and you need people available. And I'm hoping that I get all the players who've been out, not all of them, but the majority of them back training and back fully fit.
Thank you.
Sam?
The way you played against Manchester City, are you likely to start the same way against Chelsea, who has the same attacking force as well?
Yeah, but they both play. I would have to say, if we were going tactically, I would have to say that Manchester City we play with two high and wide wingers in Sané and Sterling. Chelsea don't. Chelsea play with the three at the back and two wing backs, and probably two forwards with Hazard. Well, one forward and Hazard dropped in behind. So it changes. It changes how we see. We can't set up exactly the same, but we will have to try and have a performance similar to get ourselves a result. But tactically, I think we'll need to be slightly different to give ourselves a chance. I want to try and cause Chelsea some problems if we can. But obviously I have to then consider people like Fabregas, Hazard, and what they're capable of, Morata, if we don't sort of deal with them well enough as well.
Joe Hart and Adrian, is that a good problem to have going into a World Cup and with both goalkeepers going to be number one?
Yeah, I think it's a good problem for West Ham. I don't know if it's a good problem for going into the World Cup, but it's a good problem for West Ham. I would like those problems in a few other positions here at West Ham. I've got a couple of positions where I've got lots of people vying for the job, and I've got other positions at West Ham where we don't have people vying for the job. But at goalkeeper, when I came in, I was aware of Adrian. Obviously, I'm well aware of Joe. So I'm happy with having the two of them.
Regardless of who you pick, have the defence offered the goalkeeper enough protection since the start of the season?
Well, I think the goals against Colin would tell you no. I think that's what that would tell you. I think probably our defence has not been good enough and not been strong enough.
Transfer season starting, the game are only a month away. There's a story suggesting you're interested in bringing Danny Ings to West Ham. Is that true?
Well, there seems to be a lot of stories going about. The truth is, I've not had any involvement with any of it at the moment. I'll start to get a little bit closer involved, I should say, probably in the coming weeks. But for MD to be shouting any names up at the moment would be wrong, because I'm honestly not involved with anything at the moment. Maybe Tony Henry and the chairman and that are speaking to some people, but I've got no idea about it at the moment, that's for sure.
And the new contract's up for the Premier League games next season. Premier League football could be going up against the X Factor on a celebrity. Would you be in favour?
Is that right? Is that what is it saying? What now? Saturday night? I don't think I'd be against Saturday night. I've been in Spain. As long as we don't get like Spain and we get to 10 o'clock kickoffs and stuff like that, I don't think I'd be necessarily against it. I'm a football supporter. Would I quite enjoy going to a game Saturday night? Possibly. I don't know what you boys think, or girls, if it would be something. No, you're saying no to it. So okay, I've changed my mind then. But look, I think now we're in the position where I think if you weren't on every Saturday night, you'd be okay. I think the odd one you might be fine with it.
They'd have to change the rule about having alcohol in view of the pitch, wouldn't they?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Right, thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks, cheers.